Hey everyone, this is Quinn Pettifer with the Gazette, and you are watching Get to Know Gives Back. This is a program that is part of the Gazette Gives Back program, which is supported by our presenting sponsor, Collins Community Credit Union. And this is an annual program. If you have never heard of the Gazette Gives Back, this is an annual program hosted in support of our human and social service agencies throughout Eastern Iowa. Every year, the Gazette contributes over $500,000 in free advertising credits to these nonprofits to be able to support their initiatives to increase awareness of the mission and, of course, the wonderful services that they provide thousands of people every day. And Get to Know Gives Back is a little video segment that we started a couple of years ago to get a chance to hear from the hardworking folks that are part of these nonprofits, what they've been working on, and of course, if somebody needs their services, how to contact, and if anybody would like to jump in and support, of course, how to do that as well. So today, I am so excited to have Chrissy Meyer with the American Heart Association, of course, the Eastern Iowa focus. But hi, Chrissy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. Thank you for joining me today, and congratulations on being a nonprofit selected for the 2021 Gazette Gives Back program. We're excited to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we really appreciate the partnership that we have with the Gazette, and it has been just a wonderful way for us over the last few years to reach out to people in a way that we might not ordinarily be able to do.
Well, we're happy to do it. So, of course, the American Heart Association is a pretty well-known name, but just in case somebody has never heard of you or not sure what exactly you do, can you tell us a little bit about your mission and the resources that you provide?
Yeah, so we're coming up. The American Heart Association was founded almost 100 years ago now by a group of cardiologists who were noticing some disturbing trends, even back 100 years ago, that people were dying of heart disease and stroke, and yet we really didn't understand the diseases very well at that time. And so the American Heart Association was formed as the largest voluntary nonprofit organization dedicated to heart disease and stroke. And so our foundations really, yes, we focus on heart and brain health, but our foundation really and our mission is in making sure that everyone everywhere has the opportunity to live the longest, healthiest life possible. And so we do that through a lot of different projects and promotions and really kind of the work that we do.
You have a really amazing team that is dedicated, and I think it's important to note that while nationally, of course, there's a lot of different divisions of American Heart Association. You have such a strong presence in Eastern Iowa and a very dedicated team to engaging people throughout the year. Of course, Go Red for Women is probably one of your best known opportunities for people to get involved and learn about your work. But one thing I've noticed, and I know it happens regardless of what's going on, but especially in 2020, the amount of information that you have provided on your websites, as well as I know you have a very strong presence on Facebook as well, healthy recipes and just tips, and it's I always feel like I'm learning something new every time I'm checking out the page. But is this a reflection of 2020? And I guess the follow-up question is, how has 2020 required you to make some shifts in the services and information you provide?
Those are some really great questions. I mean, first and foremost, like I said, our mission is we want to make sure people are living a long, healthy life. And so we really do focus on that public health information and education piece. So educating people about ways to eat healthy, how to move more, how to be well, those kinds of things. And so that is always a focus. But obviously, when we got into 2020, we really had to kind of take a look and say, okay, what is happening in the lives of people in Eastern Iowa? And what we know and what we know is going to continue moving forward is that when we had to isolate, when we had to be at home, we weren't getting as much physical activity as we should have. We were not probably eating as healthy as we should have. I know I sought out
I'm
a
like,
lot of
can
comfort
I
food.
hide under my screen here for a second?
This is a safe place. I mean, I had a lot of comfort food, and we all joked about putting on the COVID-19. I definitely put on some weight in the last year as well. We know that all of those things add up And we also know that the long-term impact of our choices and our decisions that we made over the last year are definitely going to be with us for a while. And so we really had to focus on how can we continue to empower people and enable people to live their healthiest life, making sure that the healthy choice is an easy choice, and how can we do that? And so we had to really look at those things. So one of the biggest things that we did was we mobilized our army of volunteers. We have so many people across the country that do home workout programs. And so, we started broadcasting daily workouts that you could, fire up your computer, get on Facebook, and do a workout with a world-renowned trainer. And those were things that we kind of mobilized and decided, we've got to step into this space and help people because we're a trusted voice. So there were things like that happened. But then the other piece that we're a research-based organization. We're founded in science. And one of the biggest things that we look at is, we fund science that we translate then into daily life. So when COVID hit, we knew and we were seeing some disturbing things in terms of how this virus was attacking heart and brain tissue. And we knew we, as a research-based organization, needed to play a role in that. And so the other big thing that we did is we kind of pivoted on that research and said, okay, we need to fund fast research projects right now. We need to learn as much as we can about this virus and how it is affecting people and how it will continue to affect people down the road. And so we mobilized our science and funded fast turnaround projects that looked into these very things. In addition, we're in hospitals all over the country collecting data and through our quality programs. And so we said, hey, wait a minute. What if we could get all these hospitals to start collecting data about what they're seeing in COVID-19 patients? And we have the technology, it already exists, to be an aggregator for that data. And so that when researchers are wanting to look into down the road, we already have that data collected. And so that was another big thing. So through the COVID-19 registry powered by our Get With The Guidelines program was a big part in helping to collect data that researchers are using today in trying to uncover the additional mysteries about this virus.
That is amazing. And to your point, the ability to respond so quickly because you were in the hospitals, you had those systems already in place. What an amazing gift. Not only for, of course, your research, which is very helpful, but I can't even begin to imagine the number of other scopes that people are trying to sort through when it comes to COVID-19 and reliance and just appreciation for all of this work and all of this collected data, especially moving forward, because it's, like you said, we've got a ways to go. And the impact of this on internal organs and just overall health is something that we're learning new every day. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. And also the to your point, the motivation of people that are, having to pivot in terms of lifestyle. I think in the beginning, we were affectionately joking around about the conversion of, the black stretchy sweatpants and, by October, November, we're like, this isn't so funny anymore. Right?
Yeah.
My jeans have sat on the shelf long enough.
Yeah.
So,
it was for me, it was about November when somebody said, when was the last time you actually put on a pair of regular pants? And I got to thinking about it. I was like, that might actually be a good thing to do. And so
anything that requires buttons, what?
Yeah, right. Buttons and zippers are not my friend. So, but we all went through it. And, that was one of the things I really appreciated about the organization I work for. And I think so many other organizations and companies really did this too, was to say, first and foremost, we got to take care of our people. Mm-hmm. And, in the nonprofit world, that's really what we do, is we take care of our people and take care of, everybody. And so I really appreciated that, not only about the work that the Heart Association was doing, but as I saw the nonprofit community in the corridor and in the Cedar Rapids area, everybody kind of pulling together and saying, okay, we really have to figure out how we're going to work together on these things. And that was another thing out of 2020 that I think was just really inspiring and motivating.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to imagine that after 2020, especially in our nonprofit community, that we are going to be going back. We were always collaborative. Like we're a collaborative region by nature.
Mhm.
But I feel like those bonds are things that you just like, there's just no going back. I mean, there's, strength in numbers and strength in resources. And yeah, to your point, it's one of those few silver linings. But I will say, so the Facebook exercises, those are amazing because they are, they're every level friendly. You can make it as intense or non-intense as you want.
Yes.
So that's great. So let's as we wrap up, let's talk a little bit about your events. And I know
Yeah.
everyone is still in a bit of uncertainty as far as what events will look like, but so much of what you do is engaging and educating in fun, unique ways and gathering people together to share
Mhm.
stories. So what does the landscape look like when it comes to events locally for American Heart Association?
Well, we are right now full speed ahead planning for our 2021 events. And so we've got, looking ahead into the spring, we've got several Heart Walk events that are coming up here throughout Eastern Iowa. So we've got on May 1st, we have Heart Walks in both Dubuque and the Iowa City area, the Johnson County area. And so we know that those events will be taking place on May 1st. What they're going to look like is still kind of a mystery. So we're still planning, what does that look like right now? And what will the landscape be at that time? We really can't make decisions on what's going to happen in May right now, but we're doing the best we can. In addition, we've got another Heart Walk coming up in June, on June 12th in the Quad Cities area. And then when we get into the fall, we kind of pivot into those social events and that Go Red season. And so we have a Go Red event in the Quad Cities coming up in October. And then we have our Cedar Rapids Go Red for Women event. That's going to be on November 12th. And the Iowa City one is on December 3rd. So we do have the dates nailed down. We just, like I said, we're still trying to figure out what are the events going to look like, and will they be in person? Will they be digital? Will they be a hybrid of both? We don't know, but we do have the dates nailed down.
So I will say, so the Go Red for Women, one, just an amazing event. If the viewers have not had a chance to check it out, whether virtual or in person, still just so inspiring.
Yeah.
I was completely shocked. The first year that I attended, at the information about women's heart health and what we don't know, and
Mm-hmm.
so much of it of just we take care of, like, we're as women, we tend to be the last ones, that we worry about, and as far as our own heart health and as far as our own overall health, and just being aware of some of those signs and not brushing them off. That was just such an inspiring moment for me personally, to just really start to take more observation and deeper dive into anything that is off. But I am so glad to hear that it's full steam ahead. So if anybody would like to, of course, use your services, let's start there. So anybody that needs more information, would like to learn a little bit more about just overall good heart health, where should they turn to?
The best place to go is our website. And so you can go to heart.org/Eastern Iowa. And it's just Eastern Iowa, all spelled out, but heart.org/Eastern Iowa. And that's going to get you right to our local page with the information on what's happening here locally in Eastern Iowa. Heart.org itself is a really great website with a lot of additional information as well. So another great place to look for things. But you can also follow us on our social media channels. So we do have, you can find us on Facebook with American Heart Association Iowa, and we're on both Twitter and Instagram with @AHA Iowa.
Excellent. And similar, so I know you have a lot of really great volunteers that you celebrate, work with, have a blast with throughout the year. Anybody that would like to support, or whether that means contribution in one way or volunteering to help with your great events coming up, how can they get involved?
The best thing, again, is to just head to that heart.org/Eastern Iowa page, and you'll find our contact information. My contact information is there. You can send me an email. In addition, there's a donate now button right there on that homepage. So if you want to make a
Nice.
financial gift, you can
Make it
do so.
easy. Make it easy
Yep.
for them.
And that does get credited to the local market. So just, when you put in your information, it knows where you are and where you're from, and that does come to support the mission right here in Eastern Iowa so that you know that your dollars are impacting local work.
Excellent. Chrissy, thank you so much for sharing all you are working on and your team. I know it's been a trying few months, but American Heart Association is just one that has just persevered. You didn't even pause through anything that 2020 threw our way, and really just keeping in mind and keeping priority your clients, and as well as just all of us in reminding us to stay healthy and to stay alert and observant. Thank you so much, and we're really excited to get to work with you through the Gazette Gives Back in 2021.
Yeah, thank you very much. And like I said, we're very grateful to you and to the Gazette for all of the work that you guys do in the community as well. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, to our viewers, thank you for checking out another edition of Get to Know Gives Back, part of the Gazette Gives Back 2021 program, which is sponsored by Collins Community Credit Union. And to get a chance to learn more about American Heart Association, as well as our collective 40 nonprofits that are joining us for the year, you can go to thegazette.com/givesback. I'm Quinn Pettifer with the Gazette, and we will see you next time.